Martini, or rather, number 11 slipping badly, and Cruyff going in, and yes, that's the goal!
Good evening and welcome to the European Cup final. Ajax, the Dutch masters against Juventus, the champions of Italy. Ajax, those footballing sophisticates from Amsterdam who are well seasoned in this competition. They've won it for the last 2 years. And Juventus, who reached the final having totally subdued Brian Clough's Derby County in the semi-final. This gives a lie to the kind of action that you're going to be seeing tonight. And when you add the magical names of Johan Cruyff, the world's #1, and Anastasi Altofini, that Juventus strike force, it could be a match to remember. With me in London watching the European Cup final will be one of soccer's shrewdest tacticians, Malcolm Allison, and we'll get his assessment of the match too. But it's all happening tonight in the Red Star Stadium in Belgrade, a capacity crowd of nearly 100,000 people, and amongst them is ITV's commentator, Brian Moore.
Welcome indeed to Belgrade, a most beautiful night here after another magnificent day of sunshine. The team's still not yet onto the pitch, which suggests that we might start just a few minutes late, I think, because we've got the usual ceremonies to go through. But we've had a great air of festival here tonight and a great air of flag waving as well, as you can already see. Here come the teams now onto the pitch for the 1973 European Cup final. It's Juventus from Italy in the striped shirts, the fabulous Ajax side wearing all red tonight. Ajax, who are the favourites again tonight and have won the European Cup for the last 2 years and have been in the final 3 times out of the last 4. 90,000 crowd in this Red Star Stadium in Belgrade, here to greet 2 of the greatest club sides in Europe today, who have fought through round after round of perhaps the most demanding club competition in the whole of world football, the European Cup. Both come to Belgrade tonight as champions in their own right. Juventus, the new champions of Italy, and Ajax once more the champions of Holland. Which means that whoever wins tonight, both are assured of a place next season as well in the European Cup, along with the likes of Liverpool and Celtic. The noise in Belgrade for the last 2 days has been something spectacular. Tonight here in this magnificent new stadium, it's quite remarkable. And as you can see, with those black and white flags right around the stadium, it seems as though the whole of Italy is here tonight. With me in the commentary box to summarise and give an expert's view is Jackie Charlton. And away back in London, as you've heard already, Malcolm Allison with Dickie Davis to give their views at half-time. Let's have a quick word now from Jackie.
What a tremendous night this is. I've never seen as many flags in my life. The teams are splitting up now and going to their respective ends, Brian. I think you better talk to them.
Who do you fancy tonight, Jack?
I think I just go for Ajax. They've got a bit more class and have a bit more knowledge in this competition than the Juventus side. It's going to be a tough game. It depends how the Italians decide to play that field.
The Italians, in fact, have suggested with a team selection just half an hour ago that they might attack a little more than they are noted for. They have left out Cucurella, who is a midfield player, and have brought in Roberto Bettega, who is an attacker. That plus the fact that they've made one other change from the side that beat Derby County in the semi-finals. That is that Longo Bucco, a defender, comes in place of the injured Spinozzi. As for Ajax, they feel with just one change, the side that won the European Cup final last year against Inter Milan in Rotterdam. That is that Johnny Rep, the number 16 and a young forward, comes in place of the experienced Jackie Schwartz. So Ajax then will have Stein in goal, Subir, Hulshoff, Blankenberg, Kroll, Nieskins, Muren, Hahn, Rep, the fantastic Johan Cruyff, who'll be wearing number 14 as usual, and Pete Kaiser, the number 11. Juventus with Dino Zoff in goal. Marchetti and Longobucco. Yes, in fact, we're coming up now with the Ajax side. As I say, just one change from the one that won the European Cup final last year. The number 16, Rep, is there in place of Schwartz. So that then is the Ajax side. The match being taken by 44 television companies live right across the world, including Mexico and Brazil, and it's also going live by satellite to Australia, where we say good morning to so many of our friends there. This match, in fact, being seen by something like 400 million people. The Juventus side, as I say, with Bettega now wearing the number 11 shirt, and we come to the national anthem. Soon the preliminaries will be over, and we should get down to the real business of this 1973 European Cup final. Away. They've each received bouquets of flowers, which Juventus, to the delight of their many, many fans here tonight, are now bringing to throw into the crowd. Just below me, the great Brazilian Altafini has thrown two bouquets in amongst this forest of black and white flags. And certainly the Yugoslavs have put on a tremendous show here tonight in the 2 hours or so that have led up to this European Cup final. The referee, Mr. Gugulovic, is a Yugoslav with two Yugoslav linesmen. Ajax, who got this far with victories over CSKA of Sofia, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Juventus, having got past Olympique Marseille, Magdeburg of East Germany, Újpest Dózsa of Hungary on the away goals rule, and as everybody in England knows only too well, Derby County in the semi-finals. Juventus the underdogs, but we've seen before, certainly in our own football at home, that this could well be the year of the underdogs. Salvadori, the Juventus captain, on the left, and Johan Cruyff on the right of Ajax. A real photographer's field day there. And if somehow through this tremendous din the referee can make that whistle heard, we shall get the photographers off the pitch. And it looks as though Ajax, the holders, bidding to win the European Cup, the hardest prize in club football to win, for the third successive year. It looks as though Ajax will be defending the goal to our right. Johan Cruyff having a word with Mr. Gugulovic. Ajax, who very often or most times play in these red shirts with the broad white stripe, but tonight all in red. And it's going to be Juventus to kick off. No, it's Ajax instead. Jerry Muren, the number 9, and Pete Kaiser, the number 11. Cruyff right in there. Muren is number 9. One last look around by referee Gugulovic. And the 1973 European Cup final is underway. Ajax defending the goal to our right. Swept to the tall, blonde German Blankenberg. Now it's with Kroll for Ajax. Far too far ahead for Hulthoff. And Salvadori, the skipper, forward there, trying to find Anastasi. Salvadori again. Perino, ferocious little midfield player, and a good run down the left again. That time by Anastasi. Really showing a tremendous turn of speed there, and he was pulled back by Rep, which gives Juventus the free kick. Anastasi is in the area, so too is Bettega. Capello has also come up, and it's a free kick then to Juventus. Altafini jumped, but the two Ajax players were there before him. Hahn. And now Niskin. Well, the Italian fans did all the flag waving. The Ajax fans are now making their presence felt. Pete Kaiser. Just a little too casual there. And Blankenberg in very hard, took that challenge well from Juventus. It's with Jerry Muren, and the throw goes to Ajax, which Cruyff will take. No, he's been overruled by the referee. Marchetti with the throw for Juventus. Marchetti again. Forward towards Altafini. And another whistle, and this time a free kick to Ajax. Cruyff taking it. But not from the right spot, so it's got to be taken again. It's with Johan Cruyff. There's that familiar turn of speed again, Cruyff. Sizing up the situation, curling it in there, and off the post. Surprised that Zoff allowed that one to get to the post, but he did, and Juventus escaped. And now it's Subir, the number 3 for Ajax. And a goal kick to Juventus. Juventus, who've been staying some 40 miles outside Belgrade. Ajax have been staying in a big hotel right in the center. And I must say that the last couple of days they have looked so relaxed. Here's Holthoff, the big bearded player in the back four. Forward again. And a shot that cannoned off Salvadori for a corner to Ajax. Kaiser, who made a very strong burst down that right touchline. Cruyff in the 6-yard area. Curling in towards him, too high for Cruyff and too high for Kaiser. Causio again, but only flicking it straight into touch. Blankenberg with the throw. And now it's with Nieskens. Blankenberg. Nieskens. Almost walking pace there by Ajax coming forward. It's with Blankenberg again, and Muren is free away on the left. Curling it instead towards Rep on the far side. There's a goal! A goal for Ajax! And Johnny Rep, the man who's come into the side. A header that was away beyond the reach of Dino Zoff. And Juventus are behind with only 4 minutes gone. Jackie, what about that?
I thought Langabugo, the fullback, was dreaming a little bit actually on the cross. When the ball was floated over, he stood and watched it instead of going backwards. Had he gone back, he would have got away with it. But it was a good challenge by the lad. It was a good header as well. White in the far post. Beautifully done.
That is exactly the start that Ajax wanted. I think people who were really involved and wanted this to be the right sort of spectacle felt that if Juventus were to get the early goal, that they were always so capable of making a stalemate of it by shutting the door. But now it's gone the other way and Ajax are ahead, and here's Muren once more. This time, just past again. That time it was Kaiser. Well, this is a very impressive start. Muren's cross again, and the power in Kaiser's header. But just about a yard wide. Winning that one in the air. Kaiser going in hard as well, and once more it falls to Ajax. Nieskens trying to turn it across, and Marchetti back to Zoff. But Cruyff had gone too far ahead. And now it's Anastasi. Half stopped by Subir. No whistle. Anastasi, this £400,000 striker. Muren couldn't keep it in. That's Kovac, the Ajax trainer, smoking the pipe on the left. His last match, in fact, as coach to Ajax. A Romanian who is going back to take charge of coaching in Romania. But here's Altafini for Juventus. Back this time towards Bottega, and Holthoff was very nearly in trouble there. In fact, it looked suspiciously like handball as Holthoff came across. But here's Heinz Stein. That'll fall for Kaiser. The whistle had gone. Kaiser, in fact, presumably pushing in on the back of the Juventus defender. Full stop again. The whistling Italians not liking the back passing. Blankenberg now for Ajax. To Kroll. Here's Cruyff. A gentle, easy ball forward, and Kroll was after it. Salvadori back to Zoff. Salvadori forward. for Ajax. De Haan. Cruyff again. Beautifully splitting the Juventus defence there, and it's Rudy Kroll. Kaiser again there in the middle, but it was a little too high for him. And Longobucco caught half in possession, and the ball going behind. It's got to be a free kick. Jackie?
The left back looks particularly vulnerable in this team, this Longobucco. He's standing watching much too much instead of getting out and picking people up like he should.
Throw to Juventus. And Bettega again. And a good challenge there by Blankenberg in very quickly on Causio. Capello, Macchetti, and now Nieskens to Cruyff. Again the ball, this time Blankenberg, everybody coming forward, and a curler that time from Haan. But an indication there of just how quickly those Ajax defenders spring up and join the attack. A side that believe in the adventure in their football. Altafini, 34 years old, scored the 2 goals that won the European Cup for AC Milan 10 years ago, and that was a fair-looking ball there that Anastasi couldn't quite pick up. 10 minutes gone, Ajax leading by 1-0. Blankenberg to Cruyff. Hulshoff to Muren. Hulshoff again. Big man from the back four up there linking up with the attacks again. Here he is again, Hulshoff. The chip forward but a little too far. Bettega going there, getting the header in. And Altafini is going in hard on Stoy, but Stoy is a big man and he kept his eye on the ball. Now it's with Kroll. To Muren. Throw quickly taken, and he spotted Blankenberg coming up very quickly for Ajax. Muren again, but I think the whistle has gone. No, it hasn't. There was a whistle in the crowd there, and again it was another little sparkling Ajax move with red number 16 on the end of it. Kroll now, leaving the throw instead to Jerry Muren. Back to Horst Blankenberg. Kroll. Muren. This time Nieskens, and it's now with Cruyff. Flicked beautifully with the outside of the boot. Nieskens inside again, Salvadori away. Kroll losing touch, and Hulshoff to Blankenberg. Number 5 is Kroll. Hulshoff to Kroll again. Cruyff. And Subir making the running down the right there. And a tremendous save! Rather a tremendous shot, and Zoff was covering it well. It's with Muren. The cross again. And now is this another chance for Ajax? But that time Haan must have been offside on the far side. Free kick instead to Juventus. Free kick now, again to Juventus, this time Longobucco with it. Hulsock with the header, but now it's Anastasi for Juventus. A nice little chip there towards Altafini, and Kroll just got ahead to that. That was a good piece of defensive play by the number 5, Rudy Kroll, because Altafini was in behind him and there was a little bit of anxiety on the Ajax bench then. Calzio with the corner for Juventus, and Stye gathering it well. Muren, Kaiser. Again, they are flinging men forward, Ajax. This time it's with Neeskens. Marchetti. And a throw to Ajax. Kroll is free. Leaving it now for Cruyff. Hahn to Subir. Cruyff again. Beautifully curling pass there to Rudy Kroll. Now for Jerry Muren for Ajax. Kroll get a shot in if he wants to, and that wasn't very far away either. Certainly Ajax are doing all the shooting, Jackie.
There's only been one team in it up to now, apart from a couple of breaks by Juventus. It's noticeable, though, that Ajax are using the whole width of this field, and they're playing balls down the line. The Italians stand all the time to block the middle of the park and allow people to play this, and Ajax are taking full advantage of the whole business. And this is where the danger is coming from. It's noticeable that Rep on the far side is the one who comes in all the time for the crosses from the left-hand side of the field, and he's been very successful with 3 headers up to now.
But now it's a free kick to Juventus with just over a quarter of an hour gone. Towards Altafini, tried a little back flick which didn't come off, and Barry Hulsoff now for Ajax. Only Cruyff is up and Salvadori doing the sweeping job. But it's a throw to Ajax. And Blankenberg is going to take it. Subir to Hulsoff. Kaiser winning it in the air. But behind him was the number 8, Corsio. And it's Corsio now for Juventus, trying to get Altafini away. Kroll going hard at him in the back. But a throw is given. That's what the referee was indicating, and so that's what Perino has to do. Anastasi got round Blankenberg very well there, but a good bit of filling in behind by Kroll, and now with Eri Hahn. But Kaiser in the middle, he's got Cruyff right up there, who's just made a burst into the area. They really haven't got that away. It's gone as far as Hulsoff was just lining up a shot there. Longobucco. Hulsoff is after him. Longobucco still for Juventus. Anastasi. And Longobucco right up there, but Horst Blankenberg for Ajax. Neeskens forward for Rep. And the little man who scored the goal is on the move again, this time inside for Kaiser. Cruyff is right in there too. And on this side of the field is Kroll. Cruyff almost got that one down. But now Juventus. Corsio to Altafini. Played on to Bettega. Bettega again coming for that one, but it's Hahn instead. And now it's with Rep. Kaiser. obstruction there by Cosio. Muren with the free kick. Came very deep again towards Johnny Rep on the far side. Played back this time for Neeskens. In first time, and Cruyff is there, but he almost got the header that counted. And again, and still, it's Ajax who really are making all the running. With 18 minutes gone, and Ajax leading by that 1-0 scored by their number 16, Johnny Rep. Hulshoff's header away. Blankenberg to Hulshoff. Played now for Kaiser. Well, he went past that challenge as though it didn't really exist. They're still with Pete Kaiser. Salvadori. And a push there by Farino on Kaiser, giving Ajax another free kick. Morini with his back to the ball, but it's come through now once more to Neeskens this time, and a goal kick. A lot of this Ajax football coming forward, Jack, he looks deceptively slow and casual.
Well, they build it up so slowly. It's amazing the control this team have got. They never seem to have any difficulty in controlling the ball. They never seem to have any difficulty in making a pass over 30, 40 yards. They make it look so easy. And the people who run for them into position to take advantage of these sort of balls is tremendous. You know, very impressive team, this Ajax.
Now it's with Anastasi for Juventus. Again, Hulshoff is there with a header, denying Capello any further progress, and it comes once more to Neeskens. Cruyff again is right up. Hahn is up there too, Muren and Kaiser, but here's Hulshoff getting into a bit of trouble there with Betega. Free kick to Ajax. And swung here for Blankenberg. Cruyff trying to touch one off very quickly, but it didn't fall for him this time, and it's Anastasi now for Juventus. Well, Cosio couldn't keep it in. Ajax gets a throw. Cruyff. Hulshoff. Cruyff. Again, the slow and controlled build-up. Well, that's one of them out of the way, and here's the pass now to Neeskens. Hit first time, and Zoff had to go down again. From Johan Neeskens. That time Juventus did win the ball in the air, but to no avail because Blankenberg was there. Farino. This aggressive little midfield player, and he really has now got to start to make his presence felt in the middle of the field to stop Ajax coming forward. He won't do it with passes like that. But there was an infringement out there on the far side, giving Juventus another free kick. Anastasi, Altafini are both in the box. So too is Betega. Altafini jumping for this one, and Betega. But again, Ajax get it away. Neeskens really running in hard on Capello. And now it's Kroll taking it up for Ajax. Still with Kroll. Been allowed to go a long, long way, and in the end didn't quite know what to do with it. Just at the moment seen unable to put any sort of passing movement together, Juventus. being put under a lot of pressure by the superior skills from Ajax. Getting another free kick there, though. Morini, the number 5. Cosio and Marchetti. Once again, Holshoff is there for Ajax, and he's found Muren. Blankenberg, Subir on the far side. Inside for Nieskens. Kaiser losing possession, and it's with Anastasi. Now this could be dangerous, and it's with Altafini. Altafini for Juventus, going hard now. All the way, and stopped by Sai. The Juventus fans were calling for an infringement in that area. The referee wouldn't listen to them. And if there's a weakness in this Ajax side, it is that they are so filled with adventure in their play that sometimes they do get caught out by the quick counterpunch. But now it's with Cruyff. Inside this time for Kroll. Shot charged down by Salvadori. And away come Juventus again. Bettega. Forward now for Anastasi. Holshoff is going with him, and Altafini is poised in the middle once more. And Stai pulling down that shot from Furino. But that looks a lot more promising in the last minute or so for Juventus. Maybe they'll start to believe a little more in themselves, and certainly their supporters are, because the volume has been turned up again. But it's with Erihan now for Ajax to Subir. The little chip to Muren. Muren again, and overhead, and Zoff. Beautiful skills there from Muren. And a corner then for Ajax. Zoff just pushing it over the bar. Italian international, and he'll be playing against England in a fortnight's time in Turin. But now it's Cruyff with the corner for Ajax. It's lower this time, and not really ever getting through. And now Altafini. Capello to Anastasi. Some good running here. And now it's a throw to Ajax with Kaiser. Nieskens. Muren. Kroll. Really had Furino going about 3 different directions at once there. Now the pass coming wide again, but I don't think Muren will keep it in. Towards Altafini. Free kick to Juventus. Cosio. Marchetti right up there with the attack. But a goal kick to Ajax. The full-back way off the target. So Marchetti comes back to the defensive position, and Stai with the goal kick for Ajax of Amsterdam. Muren. Cruyff going for this one, and and that was a kick in the back on Cruyff by Morini. Cruyff shakes his head as much as to say, well, if you have to play it that way, that's not the way I want to play it. The referee surely not telling Cruyff to calm things down a bit. He should tell the number 5. Morini. So Ajax then gets the free kick with Muren. Free kick now to Juventus. An infringement in that crowded area. Coming up to half an hour gone. The skills really have come from Ajax so far this night. Just a couple of sharp stabbing attacks by Juventus and nothing more. And Ajax fully deserving that one-goal lead that they got so early in the game with that header from Rep. Salvadori, the number 6. Marchetti. Stab forward to Anastasi. Good determined piece of play though by Hulshoff, sticking with the man, and obviously it wasn't a shoulder-to-shoulder charge. Number 11 is Bettega. Capello then, number 10, with the free kick. Anastasi. And Hulshoff's header, in fact, going to Blankenberg. Oh, they gave it away there, Blankenberg, but he got himself out of trouble and he was a little lucky there. The Ajax number 12. Just a little too casual in that defensive situation, but it might easily have cost the equalising goal. Now it's with Cruyff. Played forward for Kroll again, and now for Muren. Hit first time into the middle and Kaiser was in there. Half an hour gone, and still 1-0 to Ajax. Subir. And a push in the back by Rep. On Longoboku. And now it's with Anastasi. Still with him until he's finally stopped. And it's with Cruyff now for Ajax, brought down. A man they have to mark, the Italians know it. And certainly the last 2 challenges on Johan Cruyff have been crude in the extreme. This one here, for example, a real look at that. Way, way off the ball, taking the man and never with a chance of taking the ball. And so a free kick then to Ajax. It's with Cruyff again, who again took a nudge in the back way after that ball had gone. That time from Anastasi. Juventus' throw. Certainly with a little under a quarter of an hour to go to half-time. Ajax looking certainly the better side. If there's an enemy now tonight for them, it could well develop into being their own complacency. 1 or 2 rather silly mistakes they've made in defence by being just a little too casual. There's certainly nothing very casual about the challenging of Blankenberg there. Or rather Nieskins. And a free kick to Juventus, which Causio is going to take forward. Well, now it's with Causio. Now Marchetti. Over the heads of all those black and white striped shirts. And it's Hahn now for Ajax. Subir to Hulshoff. Subir. Rep away on the right. Hahn is through the middle, and here's Cruyff. Jinking, twisting, turning, a little bit of extra pace here. And there's the pass for Muren, and a beautiful ball it was, which Muren couldn't quite collect. But now Furino. Altafini. Furino again for Juventus. And it still won't come for them, and that wasn't a shot. And Altafini is in there. And Stye just got there a fraction before the Brazilian star from Juventus, but the landsman had his flag up. Cruyff. Pass to rather ferocious Juventus tackles there, giving Ajax another free kick. Cruyff. Longobucco. And a throw to Ajax. Subir again, this time to Horst Blankenberg. Slack pass there that went straight to Calzio. Altafini is up, and so too is Anastasi. And Kroll was right back there. Anastasi with the header. Back again to Altafini, but no power in that shot as he took the pass from Anastasi. And it's with Kaiser now for Ajax. Looks as though Altafini caught something in the face as well. But now Juventus are coming again. This time it's Calzio. A swerving cross again, and Stye again, a beautiful leap and a catch. Nieskins. Kaiser. Still with Pete Kaiser, this time finding Muren. Rep. To Cruyff. Still with Cruyff, but again Juventus covering up well that time, and it's with Capello. Bottega, Altafini, Anastasi through the middle. Oh, good play by Cosio. He's gone past Kaiser, a good swirling cross again. Hulshoff on the end of it. But Juventus now beginning to look much more dangerous. But here's a long ball that sends Cruyff on his way. Can Cruyff get there first? He can. But whacking it on the volley well wide. But Juventus coming a bit now, Jackie.
Yeah, they've gotten back into the game a little bit. I think it's more the complacency of Ajax. Like you said before, they're going to lose this thing if they don't pick it up again. But that break by Clough there, he did all he could. It had to be a shot then, and he would never have got it in.
So we wait to see if Juventus can keep this revival going, or whether indeed Ajax can raise themselves again to increase the one-goal lead they have. Here's Barry Hulshoff, who's looked very strong at the back of their defence. Subir. Nieskins. Subir. Nicely played by Subir to Hulshoff. Now it's with Hahn. Subir. Cross there towards Muren, too high for him. And Marchetti getting it away. Blankenberg. To Cruyff. Teasing his man, that little bit of extra pace, taking the ball on the run. Cruyff showing what a gifted player he is with that lovely twinkle and that little bit of acceleration that takes him past the defender, but his power of shot and his accuracy has been a little bit off so far tonight. Altafini now taking it up for Juventus. And Subir watching him very closely, backtracking very quickly to find Stye. Kroll. Just a feeling that Ajax might have picked themselves up a little bit now. Kaiser still leading 1-0, of course.
It's noticeable that the Italians are now pushing another man up front, by the way. They have done since the goal, and they're playing 3 up front now. And probably this is why they'll come a bit more into the game.
Right, Kaiser and Marchetti there. in a bit of a bundle, and the referee allowing the play to go on, and it's with Kroll now for Ajax. Hahn, and just over from Eri Hahn, a defender as we've seen often enough tonight who likes to come forward, and in fact scored in the European Cup final 2 years ago at Wembley. Still puffing contentedly on his pipe. There was Stefan Kovac, the Ajax coach from Romania. Free kick to Ajax. Betega pushing down on Hulkop. Hulkop with the free kick. Muren in a surprising amount of space there, but it won't come through to Cruyff. But Cruyff is still there, and Cruyff gets it through, and Muren almost followed it in. Again, a wonderful piece of skill by Johan Cruyff, and Muren almost managed to chest it in. It looked for all the world as though Cruyff had lost this one, but he turned it across, and Muren off his chest with Zoff going the wrong way. Subir. Rep. Hahn to Cruyff, and Rep couldn't quite get that return ball, but now they're beginning to string some passes together again. This side from Ajax. But that's another goal kick to Juventus.
The Italians seem to get back in the box in great numbers, and the way Ajax have been coming at them and hammering these balls from the edge of the box, it just seems sitting here watching, and it's only a matter of time before one of them fits, you know. I can see one of these going right in the back of the net if they don't come out of them a bit quicker.
Now it's Capello for Juventus, but the whistle again has gone for a free kick to Juventus. Anastasi not fooling Hahn there. Beautiful ball there now as it sets Ajax on its way again, but a throw on the far side off Furino. Rep taking it. Hahn. Furino. And a throw to Juventus. Under 5 minutes to go now to half-time. And an incident there involving Johnny Rep, which the crowd don't like. That was way off the ball, and certainly needs a bit of treatment. I didn't see what exactly happened there, Jack, and I don't think you did either. But certainly once or twice the Italian tackling has been a little on the late side, would you say?
They've been a little on the late side with a few tackles, but that's the first time anything's happened away from the ball. I'm surprised none of us saw it, because the ball went out just about 5 yards above where the lad fell. Obviously, he was kicked by someone.
But with Rep off the field, the play goes on, and Ajax got a corner on the far side. And Rep is back on again to cross this ball under Zoff's crossbar, and Marchetti now had a chance to clear it, but before he could clear it, the whistle had gone again, which I think rather mystifies everybody here in the Red Star Stadium. But it gives the free kick again to Juventus. Subir jumping for this one, but not getting to it, and neither did Betega. Capello to Furino. Pushing a few men forward now, Juventus. Still with Furino on the far side. A useful little cross there, and a header straight in the arms of Stai from Betega, who really was brought into the side to put that sort of chance away. A bad miss there by the Juventus number 11. And now Corsio. Capello shaking off Kaiser. Back this time for Marchetti. Curling again first time there towards Anastasi. But now it's Hahn for Ajax. Just over 2 minutes to go to half-time. It's with Neeskens for Ajax. Hahn again. Hahn once more. Cruyff. And Neeskens with the shot, but it was again too high, giving Juventus another goal kick. Macchetti. Altafini. And Muren's feet a little too high. On Cosio. Cosio again. Getting past Cruyff. Altafini trying to get a 1-2 going with Cosio. Now Macchetti. Capello to Salvadori in the last minute of the first half, thus a little time to be added on for injuries. And Ajax still leading by a goal to nil. Neeskens now, and now the pass for Kaiser. And now Bettega, the man who missed the golden chance for Juventus, to Anastasi. Brought down by Subir and a free kick to Ajax, to Juventus. Very quickly taken, quicker even than Macchetti wanted it here on the right, had to gallop for that ball. But that's another good-looking cross there, and they're all coming in on it. Anastasi was there, and he couldn't quite get the foot to it, and neither could Bettega. But bit by bit, in the last quarter of an hour of this first half, the chances have begun to fall a little bit towards Juventus. Stein, the goalkeeper for Ajax, under a little bit of pressure in this last quarter of an hour of the first half. And here's a corner again for Juventus. Altafini couldn't get ahead to it. Kaiser, delicate little header this time for Neeskens as the whistle goes for half-time, with Ajax going in, although put under pressure towards the end of the first half, going in leading by 1-0. That goal scored after 5 minutes by Johnny Rep with a header. So we take a break now. After that break, we get the views on that first half in the European Cup final from Malcolm Allison with Dickie Davis, and we'll be back for the second half. But first of all, we take a break.
Welcome back to the European Cup final. We're just seconds away from returning to Belgrade for the second half. Just one final word from Malcolm. You were saying, Malcolm, that you think the Italians will change their attacking tactics rather than the defensive tactics.
Yeah, I think that they threw Corzio in a lot more in the last quarter of an hour. You know, he got in a lot of good attacking positions on the right. And if Batiga attacks on the left side, he's a very, very good player, this fella. We've seen hardly anything of him at all because he's been playing much deeper than Altafini and Anastasia. But I think that this half that they'll throw, when especially being a goal down.
Will they come back with the same team, do you think, Mal? Will they have substituted by this time, do you think?
I don't think they would change. I don't think they will change the side, no.
No. And as far as Ajax is concerned, they really have to keep on playing, hoping for those holes in the Juventus defence again.
Yeah, Ajax were creating great situations, making good runs and playing with tremendous confidence towards the end of the first half. And I think they must be terribly confident now.
Mal, thank you very much indeed. So the scoreline just again is Ajax 1, Juventus 0. Ajax attempting to achieve a hat-trick of wins in the European Cup final. Let's go back to Belgrade now and join Brian Moore.
Well, welcome back again to the Red Star Stadium in Belgrade. It was good to hear Dickie and Malcolm talking there at half-time. While they were talking, Jackie and I had visitors from Holland, two beautiful girls who came in and presented us with each a bouquet of flowers and a kiss. So you had your analysis, and we've got the flowers. We've also had a tremendous display of juggling on the pitch as well by a juggler who doesn't seem to have lost the ball in all of 10 minutes. He's that lonely figure right out there that you can see at this moment. But Jackie, Malcolm was talking about the great work of the likes of Eri Hahn in this Ajax side. Who are the men that you particularly pick out?
Well, early in the game, I thought Holsop and Blankenberg at the back for Ajax were winning everything in the air and were doing extremely well. They're starting to fall down on this a little bit, and consequently, Juventus have come a little bit into the game. But certainly, Hahn's had a wonderful game. It's a bit difficult. We're a long way off the field here, and you tend to lose the Dutch players among all the rest. But Hahn, especially, has done a tremendous amount of work at this left-hand side of the field.
Shot there at the European Cup, and Jackie was saying, who knows, I might get my hand on that one of these days, the new manager of Middlesbrough. And you were very close to it, of course, as a Leeds United player. Do you think Ajax now have pulled themselves together? They were this little bit casual, Jackie, and it looked as though they might well have let... In fact, that was a terrible miss by Batiga, that header. Do you think they're going to pull themselves together now?
I think the manager has something to say to them about it. He's got to do. They tend to play it very slowly. I don't know if this is deliberate. They're getting so much room in the middle of the park because the Juventus defenders all go back in the box and leave the three front runners up. Consequently, Ajax have got all the room in the world in the middle to play the ball around. And they tend to do it very slowly. And this is creating a little bit of casualness among them, and I think they've got to lift this up. Certainly the header that Batiga missed early late in the second half, the last, I think it was about 50 minutes from the end, was probably the best chance in the game. He actually saw the ball coming all the way, picked his spot and then hit the goalkeeper with it. I just couldn't understand how he did that.
Well, we've seen it then from the Ajax point of view. If you were now in the Juventus dressing room, what would you be telling him to do now?
I'd be telling them that we've got to get rid of the sweeper for a start. They've got a sweeper at the back who's absolutely done nothing because he's only picking balls up that are coming out from the Ajax half when he's got plenty of room. And when they get all the players back in the box, they don't really need him there. So I think they're going to have to push somebody into the middle of the field to make these Dutch players, put them under a little bit of pressure and make them play the ball a little bit quicker and maybe win the ball in the middle of the field a little bit more, because they're certainly not winning the ball in the middle of the field at all, Juventus. So I would have said something like that, plus the fact that his left back and his right back have got to start coming into the game a little bit more. All they do is run into the middle of the field and leave the wings wide. They've got to get on it a little bit more. You can see the fellow with the ball heading it. He's fabulous, and he's been doing that for about, what, 15 minutes. I don't think he's dropped it yet. I certainly haven't seen it. I'd like to see him do a little bit more with his feet, though. He's done it all with his head.
Well, it's a customary thing, I think, at European Cup finals for the half-time period to drag on a little bit. But I think we're now getting to the point where the players are beginning, in fact, to come out of that tunnel, out of the ground in the corner of the pitch. Ajax first out. So the whole evening really is beginning to overrun a little bit. The game was some 7 or 8 minutes late starting. Ajax, this incredible side from a country really that hasn't had too much to say for itself until recent years in international football. Winners of the European Cup for the last 2 years, beaten finalists in 1969, and here's the man really who has fashioned the side over the last 2 years, Stefan Kovac, whose last game as coach of Ajax is tonight, and then he has to return to Romania, where he takes charge of Romanian FA's coaching, with a couple of the Ajax substitutes there. In fact, both sides are coached by Eastern Europeans. The Juventus side coached by Mr. Vitpalek, who is from Czechoslovakia. Certainly at the first glance, as the players are back there seem to be no substitutes on. Mr. Gugolovic, who really has kept a very stern control. He really hasn't let the game flow an awful lot, but I suppose he feels that it's better to err on the side of that sort of caution than even to give the game any sort of chance of getting out of hand. So in that respect, he's done well enough. But now it's up to Juventus now to take the game to Ajax and to try and pull back for 1 goal by which Ajax lead as we go into the second half of this European Cup final. So Juventus get us away now, defending the goal to our right. Casio. Forward again for Altafini. Someone has forgotten also to tell the loudspeaker music to be turned off, but it's Blankenberg, now it is, back to Heinz Stey, the Ajax goalkeeper. Marchetti winning it in the air, but only turning it into touch, so it's a throw to Juventus. Ajax side, which we saw at the start, as I say, just one change from the side that won it last year, with Rep coming in for Schwartz, Rep who scored the only goal tonight, and the Juventus side. The big miss of the night so far by the number 11 Betega just before half-time. Salvadori getting that one away to Blankenberg for Ajax. Muren, Kaiser. And now Kroos to Cruyff. A little toe poke there by Cruyff, and Rep very nearly got in again. So a goal kick then to Juventus. A strangely quiet atmosphere at the moment here. And now it's Marchetti to Perino. Making a lot of space there, Perino. Betega. Back for Cosio. A lot of good skills on the ground there, Cosio, but he pulls down Hahn, and It's a free kick to Ajax. And the ball's still in play, but now it's out of play. And away come Ajax again. Muren's right in there, but that shot is too high, but there wasn't too much in it. From Jerry Muren, whose brother Arnold is one of the Ajax substitutes tonight. Between them they've made a record, which in fact is waiting to be released. It talks about Ajax winning the European Cup on 3 successive occasions, so if Ajax can win tonight, then they're in the money. Hulshoff. Referee not happy with something there. I think Hulshoff was complaining about an attack on him, and is still complaining to the referee. He was showing the referee something that had happened to him, probably a wound on his leg, that had happened maybe a couple of minutes before when he was flattened just outside the Juventus penalty area. Salvadori. Good piece of play there by Rep, just intercepting it and turning it into touch, but it's a throw again to Juventus. Capello to Altafini. And it's Capello again. Still with him. Anastasi's shot is charged down. Burino's going in. And again an indication of Juventus throwing a few more men forward. And a late and a wild challenge there by Niskins. And it's a free kick to Juventus. Calcio taking it. Altafini was going in there, but Stye was always again perfectly placed. There's often been some criticism of Heinz Stye, saying he's the weak link in this fine Ajax side, but certainly he's done everything that's asked of him tonight. Hulshoff for Ajax. To Niskins, still with Niskins, but again then the Juventus defence shuts tight, and Macchetti gets it to Anastasi. Burino there couldn't quite keep it in. Jackie?
Well, they're still positioned, playing the sweeper at the back. He stood there all on his own again, and I just can't understand it. You know, they're a goal down. It's time they came out and tried to do something. They've got to push one from the back four. Maybe the Italians can't change the system. I don't know. I would have thought they've got to try something.
But it's Ajax coming forward again now with Blankenberg. To Cruyff. Lying surprisingly deep for the moment. Cruyff getting it back again from Hulshoff. A little flash and he was taken out of the play, and the going once or twice has got a little bit rough in the last quarter of an hour of the first half, and in the first few minutes of this half for Johan Cruyff, but now it's Bettega taking it up for Juventus, and to Altafini, and Longobucco right in there too, and still a long way, and a big barrier to get past as Ajax summon everybody back. They thought, Juventus, that they might have had something there. Cosio. That looked like a late challenge there by Blankenberg. But Cosio would have none of it. And Juventus get a free kick. Short one taken by Macchetti. Cosio again. Capable of causing all sorts of trouble as well, and he couldn't quite get that through to Burino, and there's a long ball from Hahn to Cruyff. But Cruyff that time couldn't snake his way past Morini, and it's this sweeper that Jackie was talking about a moment ago, Salvadori, pumping one forward but finding that 4 of his teammates were offside. And so it'll be a free kick to Ajax just inside their own half. Blankenberg taking it. Subir. Muren. Trying again to find Neeskens or Cruyff, and he couldn't find either. Hahn again. And Cruyff couldn't get to that one either. And Marini's got to struggle to keep that one in. Kroll with the throw for Ajax. Hahn. And another throw to Ajax. Kroll to Cruyff. Kroll. Lost contact for just a moment there, found it again, and Rep's kick way, way wide. And Rep, who was injured halfway through the first half, still obviously feeling that right knee. Between Hulshoff and Longobucco, the number 3. And the referees decided that it should be a free kick to Juventus. Capello and Longobucco are gone, and Rep now. Muren to Neeskens. Muren. Cruyff. Longobucco again for Juventus. Marini. For a moment, Capello was going to run into a bit of trouble, but he's got Salvadori again behind him. A curling pass out to the right this time. Kaiser chasing after it, and now it's Marchetti, the fullback, right up there. Anastasi. Oh, and that was a blatant shoulder charge, or rather body charge, by Subir on Anastasi.
Well, they say all great teams learn how to look after themselves, and this Ajax, they certainly do. I would have expected more of that type of thing from the Italians.
Right, it's Juventus again, challenging hard. Anastasi trying to turn it out there to the right side again. But back with Stye in the Ajax goal. Capello misheading it. Cruyff couldn't quite get it. Salvadori, the sweeper. And now it's Altafini. Anastasi. No, it's not Anastasi. In fact, it didn't come through to him, and Altafini couldn't get it back. And now Ajax away again once more with Rep. Cruyff is right up there too. Took on far too much. It's a free kick to Juventus. Right up there, but Subir will get a clear header for that one. Corsio finding Anastasi. A throw once more to Juventus. Anastasi. Marchetti. Burino right in there. And Altafini, that almost fell for Altafini, and now instead of that it's with Kaiser. Now with Cruyff and a misdirected pass, and there aren't too many of those from Johan Cruyff. Ajax have come forward very quickly and have caught men offside again, including Marchetti on the far side. Hulshoff. Very, very casual there. Losing out now to Anastasi. Bettega getting the better of Blankenberg. And again, Altafini is in the middle. And there was pushing by Kroll. and there's a free kick to Juventus. The crowd from Italy now beginning once more to find their voices as Juventus begin once more to patch together a little bit of attacking form. Altafini, Bettega, Furino and Anastasi are all in there. But so too was Subir, who got it away. Morini and Cosio. And offside.
This is something that Ajax have brought into the game. They suddenly started coming out very, very quickly and playing people offside. I think they didn't do the first half. I just wonder why. Because the whole centre of the field seems now to be getting clustered with players. Italy have pushed up and so have Ajax, and it's making for a very poor game at the moment.
Muren now for Ajax, to Cruyff on the far side. Yes, it certainly hasn't as yet sparked into the spectacle that so many people expected, and Cruyff being almost physically held off the ball there by Morini. And look at him pushing in on Cruyff there the whole time with the ball right out of play. But Cruyff with the throw. Crossed again there, touched almost by Kaiser. And Rep forcing Locabugo to give away the corner. No, in fact, it was Rep who was fouling the Italian defender. And so Juventus got the free kick. Ulsov and Subir back to Stein. Versus Morini. Macchetti, Morini, Macchetti. That's a bit of better play there, a bit better understanding by Juventus. And it's with Anastasi as they take it up again now with Capello. Little cross there again towards Altafini. Muren right back to help out in defence. Almost casually there between those two Juventus players. Kroll to Kaiser. Kroll. Muren alone on the far side if Kroll wants him, but it's Subir instead. Cruyff lying deep again, and it's Johan Cruyff on the ball for Ajax. And that's too hard, much too firmly hit. So a goal kick to Juventus. Jackie.
Like we said, they should do the Italians. Seem to have pushed the player out to pick up the fella in the middle of the field who's coming towards them a little bit better. And it put John Clough under a little bit of pressure there, just exactly what to do with the ball.
Well, the player you saw warming up there for Juventus was Helmut Haller, the German World Cup player. Looks as though they might be bringing him on any moment now. So again, it's Juventus with Subir. Hahn and Kroll. Hahn again. Oh, and he gave it away once more. A much too casual pass, and Altafini was away, but stopped at the last by Blankenberg. But again, this casualness has begun to creep once more into Ajax's play. But there goes Muren, but he won't keep that one in either. Another throw. And really developing at the moment into a very disappointing European Cup final. Subir for Ajax. Muren. Subir again. It's time for Kaiser. Still with Pete Kaiser. Neeskens, oh, nodded that one back beautifully there for Rep. Turned in again, and that time the shot by Hahn. Blankenberg's header to Subir. Again, a very casual piece of play by Ajax, and it's 3 against 2 as Juventus come forward. It's with Anastasi. They've delayed it, and Ajax have got back. And the ball cleared by Kroll into the path of Rep. Some pushing by Rep, though, on Corino. The linesman flagging that it had to be the other way, and indeed flagging also that Helmut Haller here wants to come on. Man who played in the 1966 World Cup final for West Germany. And Bettiga is going on. Bettiga off, Haller on now for Juventus, and it's with Rep now for Ajax. Buren back to Blankenberg. Subir. Ajax still leading by 1-0 and almost 20 minutes of the second half gone. Here's Hulshoff. Letting fly, but far too high. And another goal kick for Juventus. Barry Hulshoff.
Juventusa je izvršena izmena igrača. Ušao je Haller sa brojem 15, umjesto Bettiga sa brojem 11.
Subir's header away once more for Ajax. It's with Muren. And again Ajax lose out, and it's with Altafini. A little flick there towards Anastasi. But he wasn't pushed down, says the referee, waving play on. The Italian fans don't like it. Blankenberg. And now it's with Rep. Blankenberg again. Hulshoff. Blankenberg. Capello. The long ball that hopefully will search out Altafini, and Altafini is getting there, but again he couldn't get the shot that counted. But for a man of 34, he really was on the move there, giving Kroll a very awkward time. 3 players in this Juventus side over the age of 30. Zoff, the goalkeeper, who's 31, and Salvadori, the sweeper, and Altafini, who are both 34. Kaiser at 29 is the oldest player in the Juventus, in the Ajax side. Nieskins. And now Blankenberg. Again, and a throw to Ajax. I think a lot of the reason for the fact that it has been a disappointing spectacle is that there really has been so little cut and thrust. So much of it's been played almost at walking pace, not enough really to excite the crowd, and there really have been very few goal-mouth thrills. Somebody said at half-time, it's almost like a game of chess out there tonight. Now here's Juventus, and here's virtually the first touch of the ball for Haller, the substitute. Tremendous competitor, and a good ball there by Haller, and Anastasi slipped and fell. And Ajax can take it up again with Johan Cruyff. Brought down by Corino, and the referee is bringing out the yellow card to show to the Italian number 4, Corino. Cruyff shakes his hands, looks at his wounds, and here we go again. Cruyff, such a beautiful sight when he's on the move, and look at that for a challenge. Quite ridiculous, and if anything, Corino are lucky to be allowed to stay on the field. Rep. And now Juventus again, and now it's with Haller again. Another Ajax player is down in just outside the Juventus penalty area. It's with Anastasi. Haller again, but lacking a little bit of pace, which Hulshoff has. Jackie.
He looks a little bit fat, Helmet, actually. He's a much quicker runner than that last time he played against us. He looks to have a tremendous amount of pace. That was probably one of the worst fouls I've seen for a long time. You know, the way he went, he set himself to get the man and he got him. I don't know what's happened to the lad back here. I think he got a knee in the back. When the ball was played up to him, the defender came behind and took the ball, and I think he got him with his knee.
Torino, if anything, a little lucky to stay on the field after a tackle like that, do you think?
Well, not really. It was the first one, and provided he doesn't repeat it, I think he'll be all right. But the referee, I think, has done a good job tonight. He's handled the game very well. He's let things go that he thought should be left go and kept it going. It's very hard for him after the Leeds United game against the other Italian team. And he's got to prove that he's the man in charge, and I think he's done a good job.
Well, Neeskens is the man who was injured there, limping rather badly now, and Gugulovic, the Yugoslav referee, going back now to the other end of the field where Haller is waiting to take a throw for Juventus. Longobucco. Blankenberg getting that one away to Kaiser on the far side. Hahn, the man who never stops running, is leading the charge there ahead of Kaiser. Kaiser preferring instead to put it down for Müller. Now it's with Cruyff. Beautiful close control, and the ball clipped beautifully in there for Rep, and almost a brilliant goal there for Ajax from Müller. And it was Cruyff's pass that made it. But Juventus survive and are coming back again. No, they're not, because away goes Ajax again with a tremendous shot, and now can Rep turn that in again? He can't. Tremendous shot by Hahn, and if anyone really deserved to get a goal, it was Eri Hahn. Somehow Zoff got in the way of it. Here's Hahn again. Up and down the field, and that time in a truly tremendous attacking position. Somehow Zoff got there. Just look now as Rep turns it back again, and Zoff missed it completely, and the ball missed the post by a foot. And now it's Neeskens, the man who was injured a moment ago. Still moving fairly gingerly. Turn back now to Barry Hulshoff. Cross towards Cruyff, but a good header away that time by Morini. Coming again through towards Rep. Jackie.
Funny feeling watching this game. You feel that if Ajax wanted to lift the game and just go a little bit faster, they could win the game comfortably. They build chances very slowly, and something just goes wrong. If only they would keep it going a little bit faster. I hope they don't score again, otherwise this game's going to die, because they're just going to keep hold of the ball and not let the Juventus team have it at all. If there's going to be a game at all, I feel Juventus have got to get a goal and make this Ajax team really go.
But it's a throw again to Ajax with just under 20 minutes now to go. And Neeskens is still in a little bit of pain from that knee. Cruyff teasing and taunting, and then almost finding a way through, but now it's Morini again, and Cruyff going after him, and Cruyff in fact getting possession, but the whistle had gone for the foul by Cruyff on Francesco Morini. Salvadori with the free kick for Juventus. Altafini couldn't get to it. Hahn once more is there. It's with Neeskens again, and it's turned on for Rep. Rep versus Longobucco. And again the referee stopping anything that smacks of physical contact, giving Juventus that free kick there. And Hulshoff, who always has got the legs of Helmut Haller these days. Kick this time to Ajax. Almost a central position, and Juventus calling almost everybody back. In fact, only Altafini now is staying up. And they want to bring on another substitute. They want to bring on Savoldi to Juventus, who is a striker, to add a little more bite, I suppose, to their attack. But before they can do so, they've got to survive this free kick from Ajax, taken by Muren, floating it, curling it, and curling it wide. And now they'll be able to bring on their substitute. The linesman desperately trying to get the attention of the referee so that the number 14, Savoldi, can come on.
Surprised the way they're playing Haller, actually. They played him on the left-hand side of the field up front. I've always felt that Haller's a much better player on the right-hand side.
Well, in fact, there was a switch of the numbers there, and it's Cucurella who's come on at number 14.
Juventusu je izvršena izmena. Ušao je Cucurella sa brojem 14, a izašao je Causio sa brojem 8.
So Cucurella is on. Causio, the number 8, has gone off. And Juventus with a free kick. High once more into that Ajax penalty area. Altafini again couldn't quite reach it. And Juventus, of course, now have used both their substitutes, Haller and Cucurella. Kaiser losing touch, losing possession, and giving away the free kick. Marchetti, the number 2. And so it's another free kick for Juventus, with now just a quarter of an hour to go. Floating once more there. Capello almost got the head to it. And a corner has been given. Must have just glanced off an Ajax defender. Haller streaking across to try and take the corner so that somebody else, I think it's Marchetti, can go into the, it's Longobucco could go into the centre. Now Ajax's turn to have everybody back. Just one man is up, in fact. Curling in there once more, Altafini with the header. The great Jose Altafini played a long way back in 1958 for Brazil in the World Cup. But Ajax now with something like 14 minutes to hold out to win the European Cup for the 3rd successive time. It's again with Kaiser. Hahn is up ahead of him. Here's Eri Hahn. Played towards Cruyff, who was really bundled out of that situation, but still Ajax in possession. Subir swept wide again onto the far side. Coming now towards Rep. Did he get the header in? No, he could only get it in fact, by pushing down on Salvadori. And it's Salvadori with the free kick for Juventus. Marchetti, Anastasi. Furino couldn't get there before Blankenberg. Salvadori. And a throw to Ajax. Subir once more for the Dutch champions, and he couldn't get it through to Kaiser. Cruyff taking a hand there, skillfully getting the ball away from the Italians, and a pass there that finds Neeskens. Cross again towards Kaiser, getting up there well with his head, and now it'll come to Cruyff. But Cruyff couldn't control that one. And it's through to Haller. Altafini played first time as Longobucco goes for it, and again Barry Hulshoff is there for Ajax, calmly playing it back to Stye. The throw, and it finds Johnny Rep. Neeskins beaten away though by Morini. Neeskins number 7. Salvadori on his chest. Played inside for Capello, and he very nearly lost that one. Morini, not a very good clearance, and Haller beaten in the air by his fellow German Blankenberg. Hahn again going in, challenging hard. Capello. Burino. Anastasi. And that time Subir getting it away. And another free kick to Juventus. Now 11 minutes are left. And Stye went down just a little late there. The ball went speeding through, but about a yard wide. And Ajax get the goal kick. Stye, who's played in the last 2 European Cup finals and did not concede a goal in either, so far hasn't tonight, with Ajax leading 1-0 now and 11 minutes left. Quite calmly back to Stye. And although they're heavily outnumbered, the Ajax fans, it's they who are making themselves heard in this stadium in Belgrade now, sensing that the European Cup could well be coming their way for the 3rd successive time. Although a 1-goal lead is still a very slender one. But now Ajax get a throw on the other side. 10 minutes to go. Kovac, the coach, wanting a few more players, I think, to come back. Blankenberg right back there on his own with Subir. Subir now in possession for Ajax. Play for Hulshoff. Trying to get a 1-2 going. They might still have a chance. Fighting for all he's worth, and it comes to Neeskins. Back now to Kroll, and now to Cruyff. Cruyff getting a 1-2 going and controlling it beautifully, brought down though. And the play goes on. Makehi not penalised for number 2. Cruyff a little despondent with that. Subir. Played now for Kaiser, but it caught him in the back. Kaiser going on now for Ajax. This could be very dangerous. Slipped there towards Cruyff, and Cruyff couldn't make a touch. Hahn. Crossed this time towards Neeskins. Longobucco is there after him. Still Neeskins. And still Neeskins, and the little touch off that didn't quite come off. And Haller now taking it up for Juventus. 8 minutes to go. Cruyff coming in. Back for Rep, but he didn't give Rep too much of a chance, and Haller was on him. And Haller now sending it away as it comes to Altafini. Anastasi right up there. Really not too many Juventus players up considering the state of the game, and Altafini going all on his own. And that time Kroll showing too much of it to the Italians again. Is this a chance now for Anastasi? He took too long. He took far too long. And Muren now almost casually once more to bring it away for Ajax. Hulshoff. Although a lot of the Italian play is defensive and very negative, over the years they've had a tremendous ability to put the ball away when it really mattered. but they've had one or two clear chances tonight and they've failed very badly on them. That one really there by Anastasi, and one in the first half as well, but here's Ajax coming away again, stopped by Morini and turned back to Dinozov. Bettega missed a beautiful chance just before half-time. Anastasi a bit of a chance there, but here he is again. Stopped that time by Kroll. Muren. Cruyff. Over the referee to Nieskens. Cruyff taking it up again, past Haller. Hahn can't get to that one. Longabuco. And a foul, a trip by Pete Kaiser. And a free kick to Juventus. On my watch now, just about 6.5 minutes to go. And Salvadori, the skipper of Juventus, has got to do something, but still, it was surprising Jackie Charlton early in the second half that he was still staying back as a sweeper, even in this situation with 6 minutes left, and Juventus a goal down. Salvadori is still away back. A free kick given, though, to Juventus, although Farino thought it was a throw. It is a throw, in fact, and Farino is now taking it. Anastasi getting round his man very well, and Blankenberg going in. Goal kick. Haller was streaking down towards the corner flag, thinking that Juventus had won themselves a corner. But now it's with Ajax. Just over 5 minutes to go. Leading by a goal to nil. Hahn, probably the man of the match for Ajax, simply by the amount of work he's got through, and with passes like this one to Rep. And Rep, in the time-honoured fashion, wasting a little bit of time there, and the Italians will have none of it. And Haller now for Juventus. Brought down, free kick by Nieskens. 5 minutes to go. Capello. Cucurella. Again towards Altafini. Can he still drum up a little bit of magic, this Brazilian number 7? Just kept it on the far side. Turning again towards Altafini, but the corner to Juventus. And that is the signal for the black and white stripes now to come forward in some strength, even Salvadori. Right up in that Ajax penalty area. Stye is leaping for it, leaping and losing, but it's Hulshoff who got it away. But the whistle had gone for a foul on the Ajax goalkeeper. For Ajax. Now there are 4 minutes left. Salvadori back in that accustomed position right at the heart of the defence once more, pumping one forward towards Altafini. Blankenberg getting it away. Hahn. And now with Kroll. Rep back to Kroll for Ajax. Nieskens neatly tricking Cucurella there. Played on this time for Muren. Now can Muren make this one count? He tried to guide it past both Zoff and Cucurella and got no power whatsoever, Jerry Muren. But he got a corner for Ajax. And now we're left with 3 minutes to go. Ajax still leading by this slender margin of 1 goal to nil. Cruyff once more taking the corner for them. With Kaiser now. A delicate little chip again. And Hulshoff was right in there and it bounced on the top of the crossbar. From Barry Hulshoff. desperately trying to inject a little bit of life and a bit of bite into this Juventus side. And now 2.5 minutes left as Salvadori comes forward again. It's with Anastasi. Salvadori in almost unaccustomed territory there in the Ajax half of the field. But he's found the number 3, Longobucco. But in goes Neeskens again. Touches it, and he finds Rep. Kroll almost casually there to Neeskens. Back again to Subir. Playing casually, and they could be playing with fire. And Kroll very nearly lost control there in a dangerous situation. Inside the last 2 minutes. A throw to Juventus. Longobucco with it. Juventus, who've never been in a final before, in danger of coming in for the first time into a losing final. Perino finding Longobucco. Marchetti. Muren closing in very quickly, so too was Kaiser. Cucurella taking that free kick quickly and finding the other substitute who's on his helmet, Haller. And away goes Haller. Anastasi and Altafini are waiting in the middle. Here's Anastasi, an overhead kick, and it goes off Blankenberg, and Stye just keeps it in play, and Stye almost put it back into the path of the Juventus forward. So it's a throw to Ajax, to Juventus, now in the last minute of the game. Now, can they somewhere, this Italian champion side, find something that will bring about an equaliser? That's a goal kick. That means a few more seconds, and we're in the last half minute, and it begins to look now almost certainly as though Ajax are going to win this European Cup for the 3rd successive year. Time at the end of the full 90 minutes now, and it's another free kick to Juventus. There really is now just one crisis left for Ajax to survive as this ball gets pumped into the middle by Marchetti. Can Ajax hold out this one last threat? Blankenberg gets a flying header to it. Salvadori tries to pump it back. The referee looking hard at the linesman to see whether the time is up. Haller. Cucurella turned nicely there, and that time it was number 16, Rep, who got him out of trouble. Now it's with Neeskens for Ajax. The last seconds, indeed, we've played 45 seconds of injury time. And Juventus being forced back in their own half of the field. Another free kick to Juventus. Haller put it straight at Kaiser. Kaiser put it straight back at Haller. And there was a handball there as well. So it's another free kick to Juventus. And now it's all over. And Ajax have won the European Cup for the 3rd successive time. In 1971 against Panathinaikos. In 1972 against Inter Milan. And here in Belgrade tonight, after a disappointing final, they've beaten another Italian side, Juventus, by 1-0. So the crowd, the Ajax fans, coming onto the field, the shirts are being swapped. Ajax, who've done so much for European football over the last 3 years, now have a chance to continue it with the way in which they played a fair part of today's game. Although, in all, it was a fairly disappointing one, played at a surprisingly slow pace, with little challenge coming from the Italians. The only goal of the game coming from 21-year-old Johnny Rep after only 5 minutes. That was enough to give Ajax, the champions of Holland, that tremendous European Cup you can see in the centre of the picture now, which will go once more into the hands of Johan Cruyff. So we come then to the final score in this European Cup final from the Red Star Stadium in Belgrade. a final score. But it's not the end of sport for tonight, because remember, there's boxing tonight on ITV as well, when Ken Buchanan will fight Frankie Otero of the United States from America. That's on ITV later tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the Yugoslav television transmission tonight from Belgrade. Repeating once more the final scoreline: Ajax 1, Juventus 0. And now from Belgrade, good night to you all.